We're diving into a story that has basically turned the entire K-pop fandom into amateur detectives. Seriously, we're talking about people piecing together clues from just a few pixels on a screen.
So, what's all the buzz about? Well, a massive rumor has just exploded online, and it connects two of the absolute biggest names in K-pop right now, Jungkook from BTS and Winter from aespa.
Okay, so here's how it all started. It really blew up on some Korean online forums. One single post, right? It claimed to have brand new proof, and it just went completely viral. We're talking over 85,000 views almost instantly. And you can bet that sparked a massive debate.
Now look, rumors about these two, they're not exactly new. But this latest piece of evidence, this visual clue, it has taken all the speculation to a completely different level. So, what exactly is this new proof that has everyone in a frenzy? Let's get into it. We're going to break down what has basically become Exhibit A in this massive fan investigation.
All right, it all comes down to this one image of Jungkook from a recent video. Fans are pointing to a tattoo you can see on his arm, claiming it's a perfect match for a tattoo that we already know Winter has on her arm.
And online, the first reactions were pretty much what you'd expect. A lot of people were saying things just like this. The similarities just seemed way too close to be a coincidence, right?
But of course, it didn't take long for the other side to weigh in. Almost as soon as the rumors started, another group of fan detectives launched their own investigation to try and debunk the whole thing.
So, the skeptics came back with a few really strong counter-arguments. First, they said the photo of Jungkook could be AI-generated or maybe just photoshopped. Another point? The video quality is so bad you can't really tell if it's a match. And finally, maybe it's just a super common, trendy tattoo design in Korea right now. And this quote really sums up the pushback perfectly. People on social media started posting their own evidence, side-by-side pictures with other recent, much clearer photos of Jungkook where, you guessed it, there's no tattoo in that spot at all. This really fueled that fake photo theory.
But here's where it gets really interesting. This whole new tattoo thing actually made people go back and re-examine a much older piece of evidence that had been floating around for a while.
Yeah, we have to go back in time a little for this one. This all goes back to an older theory when fans first noticed that Jungkook had switched his in-ear monitors to this chrome gold color, which, looks really similar to the ones Winter was already using. And here's the comparison. You can see Jungkook's chrome gold in-ears right next to Winter's rose gold ones. Fans pointed out that the texture and the gloss were just so similar, something that a lot of people had written off as just a coincidence. Well, now it was starting to look like maybe it was another piece of the puzzle. This comment right here just captures that shift in thinking perfectly. The new tattoo rumor, whether it ends up being real or not, it actually made some people who doubted the in-ear theory go, wait a minute. Suddenly, these two totally separate pieces of evidence felt like they might actually be connected. And that brings us to where we are right now. The fandom is completely and passionately divided. You've got detectives on both sides laying out their case in the court of public opinion, and things are getting intense. So let's just lay it all out, kind of like one of those detective cork boards with the red string. On one side, the tattoos. People say they're a direct match. On the other, the rebuttal. It's fake, it's AI, or it's just a common trend. Then you've got the in-ears. A couple item versus, nah, just a coincidence. That's the whole debate in a nutshell. But this whole thing has gone way beyond just are they or aren't they. It sparked a much bigger conversation. You've got some fans who are totally supportive, just saying, hey, let them date. Then there are others who are questioning the logic. Like, come on, they're two of the most popular idols in the world. Would they really make it this obvious? And for a lot of people, it's just started a bigger talk about wanting a K-pop world where top idols can actually date openly. So, in the end, without any official confirmation from anyone, this whole thing remains a really fascinating case study of what modern online fandom looks like. A place where every single pixel can be a clue and every fan can become a detective. It really leaves you with a question, doesn't it? What is the final verdict in a case that's fueled by nothing more than a few pixels and a whole lot of passion?